Hello and welcome to episode 8 of GregTech New Horizons. So this episode we're starting out outside. Well, this is the other side of the tower. The water tanks are over here. I also moved the steam tank. There's some piping down there that I've added with long distance pipelines running to underneath the tower. It's just barely over the 64 blocks we're circling. But also, while crafting the potin, I found something interesting. I was out of gold, so I needed some more gold. Whee! So started digging out the vein. This is actually, I'm pretty sure this is two veins. This is two veins next to each other. There might actually be another one there, or I might actually be running into this one because it's bigger than usual. But I just picked the level, that's vein with a little bit of pick out of the ceiling, and I ran into my basement. So yeah, I crafted two boilers. This one is the main one, beer and creosote. This one is solid fuel extra. This one I crafted first. I actually make more cactus coke. I can keep this running 24/7. So this is the second one. It's also full of cactus coke, so I don't know yet. So yeah, I also added the concrete, and I automated the coke ovens. So the piping is now run, and it's basically the sorting system is this line runs underneath, comes from that side over there, is the output from the coke ovens. So it first filters out the charcoal. It goes into the high pressure compressor. This is actually the one upstairs. I currently don't have a compressor. So yeah. So basically this one outputs first into this barrel and then into this barrel. This one pill is the excess stock. That one goes to the overflow boilers. And I still have not finished this buffer. So yeah, this is the witch that decided to wander downstairs here after falling into the farmhouse, down the stairs, around, was jumping out in the pipes up there, and then she found a way up here. Yeah. So this buffer is just to keep the cactus coke running, so I don't have items spilled on the floor. Speaking of cactus coke, after passing by here, it goes into this one. This is my Iiyama fast melting Q for fuel. And then it passes into this one. This one is the one that pulls into the overflow line, so which feeds in those two boilers. I'm pretty sure I need at least a third and a fourth one, maybe even skip straight to 2x2. Yeah. If somehow this one fills all the way up, which only happens if this one runs out of steam and then 64 stacks of charcoal, because this is like what's 18 times 64 stacks plus this. Yeah, basically that will this should never fill up. This is my emergency buffer, so it pulls from the main buffer first, then it goes down there, and that one is planned to run over into this one, but it's not run over yet. So, oh, sorry for that. Family demanded attention. This is weird. This is not supposed to be in here. Like the output of this is a tree farm. So yeah, we will talk about that in a second. I've also run a fair amount of concrete using the mixers actually, and the fluid solidifier is actually a nice way to make stacks and stacks of those blocks. So yeah. So this is actually the output from the tree farm, yeah. So I didn't know this was full. That might become a problem. So there's a buffer for something up there, that's why it's not filled yet. So this one pulls it from underneath. If it's full, this one pulls back into the coke ovens. So yeah, it's already quite the spaghetti. So basic pipeline for the steam compressor. So yeah, these are the overflows. This one pulls it into the burner buffer. So yeah, I've ran the long distance fluid pipelines. This one's basically go over here. Well, I don't have the horse with me. Yeah. So yeah, this one goes straight over here. That's the underside of the water tank from Railcraft. The whole what do I have like a dozen up there now, and the solo boiler and the two solo boilers went through here. That's basically free steam. With just one of those overflow boilers in the solar, I get like 1500 steam a second, just passive. So yeah, the concrete is a nice speed boost. This is a chisel one. Krydex was the one who found that out, or was it the the German guy the nice coven? I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. So yeah, speaking of not having a compressor, we will make the multi-block one. This one uses the same amount of steam, but 8 times as much. 8 times as much items. So yeah, that's second steam block. I will probably make a second steam grinder, which will go down in our processing when I move it. Since I have to tear all of this out and make a combined storage and manual crafting room with nice concrete pads or asphalt. So yeah, I'm not sure about that yet. It's night again, of course. Oh yeah, while passing by the Red River biome, I also found some ocelots. So I tamed one. There were multiples, but they ran away in the spot before I could tame them. So yeah. The cat keeps creepers away. I'm pretty sure that's vanilla Minecraft behavior, and I'm pretty sure Witchery does have a thing requiring the cat. So yeah, I have some basic steam paths. So just across the hill to the end of the part I made. I need to make a bridge. Then I will probably make it go either along here or go down. Yeah, this one goes around here and go down here. And maybe expand that tunnel. There is that circle. That's a bit. This is in a cave here, so this is actually a little bit of a dangerous area. This is oil, so yeah, that's. There's also like a sprout just over here. Yeah, here's one. There's one. There's actually a fair amount of oil around here. So yeah, that's one of the next things. Since polyethylene is a thing I'm seeing more and more of what I need to progress. So yeah. Speaking of the tree farm, I crafted up a Steve Cards one. Where are you? Oh, you're running. So yeah, this one pulls out blocks of charcoal, and then it goes through here. This is actually very interesting. This one is actually the second output from the one that outputs from the main boiler. So the pipe splits after it fills my manual buffer and emergency buffer. It goes two ways. It will go into the 2x2 boiler, maybe 3x3 later. And it also goes all the way underneath the coke ovens up here. It's like the coke ovens are like under here-ish. So it's not actually all that far. So yeah. This was actually quite a pain to why is it filling up this? Yeah. I have the external distributor set up for for the green side, top left, from card. So yeah, that means it should only pull from this one, right? Doesn't do that. the colors only make it weirder. So I set up the blocks of charcoal as a filter, and I guess I will just... Do I have some cobble with me? Nope. I will just stick some cobble in here since I don't need the one. So this one pulls all from the storage chest. That's the two. I put two internal storages in there. Here, like, just turn it off so I can look at it in a minute. So yeah. I feed blocks of charcoal. This one has a buffer of 15 stacks. It will probably burn the spruce saplings too if those get in there. So yeah. So pull storage in, then pull everything out, filter out the saplings, have a separate one pulling in there. This one, oh, I don't, that was temporary for testing. This one goes straight across to the wood and chest that are down there in the control, in the coke, what I call the coke oven control center, with the blocks and the charcoal and the cactus coke all in all one easy accessibility. So yeah, this is literally the most basics the one you can get. Well, apart from the second one, you have a standard minecart hole, a coal engine, a basic woodcutter, and 2 times internal storage. That's it. The only thing I have to watch is this one does need diamonds to repair it. So yeah, that's the only part that makes it a limited wood source. So, and then have an interesting GT New Horizons issue. I have too much power. It will be very as soon as I make an MV, it will disappear like quick. Right now I have more fuel than I can deal with, unless I literally may constantly turn on all of these machines at once. Like have 3 or 4 running like 16 or 30 EU tick over here, and also stick in stone dust over here, and have the ore washers running, which are now done actually. So yeah, for most of the day I've been letting this run stone dust. That's the 432 second recipe. It gives you marble and quartzite, and this one you can use in LV. This one, I'm pretty sure this is the EV one. So yeah, this one I just store in a barrel for now until I get the EV, and then that will be useful. Or I could just void it if I get too much of it. Yeah, so since I can basically get infinite of that. So yeah, the mixed metal dust gives you an actual fair amount of interesting things. Like it gives you iron, it gives you bauxite, and that's the one that turns into titanium, right? No, rutile. Oh yeah, rutile and aluminium. So yeah, and rutile is the one that turns into. Is that the one that turns into? Yeah, that's the one that turns into titanium. So yeah, that's usual. And also let the nerd run some combs. So yeah. And there's some extra spill wisps. I do need a fair amount of more. I will probably need to run like for at least 12. The bee will need to run for at least 12 hours before I can make another backpack. So yeah, let's set up something on camera together. Steam oven. Since I have so much steam right now, let's just have an automated smelter that doesn't need manual fueling. I have just a hopper in there. So, what is something I want to smelt right now? Yeah, let's just actually just throw in some cobble, see how fast it is, since I forgot how long this one takes. This one does do 8 or 9 at a time. I'm pretty sure this one does 9 at a time. One sec. Yeah, that's 9 at a time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 9 at a time. So that's basically 9 of these. If I had to estimate the speed. So yeah. Oh, also to set up the bee, I had to make a carpenter. Oh yeah, and a woven silk, since this one is made in the carpenter. I used seed oil and some creosote for the frames, since those actually require both treated wood and 3 impregnated sticks. Holy machine, I made off cameras, the basic camera could have, since you need molten redstone for the, where is it? The dynamic paints. Like you actually need large dynamic paints for the cargo manager and the external distributor, and yeah, that's it. And the card assembler for that one basically took like 21 minutes. I fed some coal first and then some charcoal. So yeah, that is basically engine, tool, and then a bit of storage, and that was it. Yeah, and the hull, of course. It was actually not too bad to craft that, since it's very basic. I would like some upgrades, but all of those, like the, do I have still in the list? Like the, what is it, the collector? No, I don't know what it is. All the upgrades, like if I wanted to change it, I would need the card modifier. I can make most of these, but this requires an advanced PCB, and that one requires an MV assembler. So yeah, that's currently I'm a good circuit board. So yeah, I will need that later. So that's basically, if I caught you up. Oh yeah, the I'm powering this the carpenter needs RF. So I used the hobbyist steam engine I found in, well, the original village I raided, and then when exploring I've actually found a new village that also held the apiaries for the that's currently running the jungle bee. So yeah, this is actually a fairly big village, and I also noticed there's a hidden snow village over here for 1.1. So there's so much to do. Yeah, I honestly, for the next project I could do, it's either going to be reorganize this entire place, since I have chests everywhere. Oh yeah, I also crafted gold and diamond chest. That's what I needed the extra gold for. I currently have a little bit of a spare buffer, and also some of the processing gives you spare dust, so I actually have a fair amount of useful dust. I have plenty of zinc. Nickel is actually the one I currently have the least of. I would need either copper or actually gold ore. Yeah, that's I prepped some stuff. I made where was it? I made a pile of invar, since I found out you need a lot of plates for the electric blast furnace. Speaking of which, can I make that right now? The electric blast furnace, the EBF. Yeah, that's actually fairly doable. The only part I would need to figure out is the in and output bus and the hatch. So yeah, like this is basically just a pile of invar, and this is more invar. So yeah, I will either set up the electric blast furnace or the, what is it, the what's it called, the oil processing to make polyethylene. Since that's actually currently what I'm finding more often than not, since there were like 4 or 5 things I wanted to make, but all of them require polyethylene, and it's not even including things like MV, since that's the thing that comes after the electric blast furnace and the oil processing. And you do need for the MV circuit, MC circuit, MV circuit, dinges. Yeah, not the integrated one. What's the cheapest one? The integrated processor. Alright, I do need to make the circuit assembler for that one, for MV, pretty sure. So it can use basic, yeah, I need to make transistors and capacitors for that. And that is also polyethylene, so yeah, basically the two things I need for MV are also the things I want for LV, the electric blast furnace and the polyethylene. So let me start figuring that out and then I'll be back. Oh, just seconds after the last recording ending I did find something funny. This is not forming. Like, it's... oh, dang it. Why is it not forming? Like, it's just a steel multi-block. It's because it's actually a different kind of shape. Don't tell me I crafted one and I have exactly enough. Yeah, I did count right. So this should form, it's actually a 3x3x4 instead of a 3x3x3. So this should form. Haha, no, that's not a palette recipe. But ice something I can test it with. That's actually, yeah, running a lot of machines. Honestly, if I want something semi-useful, might as well. Of course, everything goes into the mining backpack. Just grab some stone dust. It goes into the input bus, and then it runs for 22 seconds. And that is also the reason why I can't record much, because my family is interrupting me. So yeah, I also while running that out most of the day with the boilers, I also ran the last of those backlog of that. And this one, I don't know if I want to process this. It gets me the extra tin, but I'm currently, you know what? Screw it, they're idle anyway. I have the power. Just run it. That's one last task I also have to do is clean up all this piping. Like maybe keep one of those water tanks over here to for the kitchen, unless I run the. I'm also thinking about moving the kitchen over in to either like yeah, this will be a wall, this will be a side entrance, then I have an easy route to run from the farm up here straight into the kitchen, since that's actually a lot of different items I need to transfer over here. I'm also considering just tearing the whole farm down and actually building a glass greenhouse for it instead. That would look very nicer, and I could add like a second layer for to have more density. So yeah, lots of ideas and plenty of things to do. So yeah, the steam compressor, the multi-block steam compressor is actually running pretty nicely, and the stone place. Yeah, I do sometimes need a forming press, because that's actually one of the things for the interesting redstone stuff. I have some plans for redstone, but that will be by the time it's multi-block time. Actually making some kind of control system, responding to things like out of power. So yeah, back to the grind. So I went mining for more things like mica, more copper, and also the tetrahedrite. This has been running. I did need to repair the card already. So diamonds and a sifting machine are going to diamonds via a sifting machine are going to be a priority. I crafted a couple more ore washers, another forge hammer, and 4 more centrifuges, because that's currently my bottleneck actually. I didn't actually wire this up. Every one of these had its own basic steam turbine, because funnily enough, the centrifuge is actually pretty annoying to power otherwise. Well, right now it's taking 5 EU a tick for its most recipes, involving OR processing. But as soon as you say process netherrack dust, it takes 20. Same goes for stone and or the quartzite sand. Or quartz sand? Yeah, the yellow stuff. Then it starts taking 30, so that's basically, if you have to include any cable loss, it needs its own power cord. This one either takes 16 or 32 depending on the recipe, so that also has its own, and these take 16 each. But the fun part is, you would say, yeah, 16, oh, you need to include cable loss. Oh no, that means you still need 3, so I might as well put in 4 and just run steam pipes. I also included a huge boating pipe that's 24 buckets per second. Yeah, per second. And basically every one of these can run continuously and simultaneously. At least from the buffer. If I need to increase steam production, I can just feed it into the buffer, of course. I'm actually draining right now. Huh. Yeah, I've actually had these run for most of the day. This actually only finished like an hour ago. So yeah, this one is full, this one is full, this one is still. I started a basic sorting system. So dusts that aren't used for crafting, that need further processing by machine, are going to go down here. Oh yeah, by the way, I also set up Bitcrafted to distilleries and set one up to passively use creosote and dump the lubricant into a tank. So because this one takes this tank actually takes like a few hours to fill up, because a bucket takes like 6.5 minutes about. So yeah, this has already been running for hours. And why here? Well, creosote line was right here, so that's the easiest way. I did decide to add some supplementary redwood, because actually that steel is easier to get than diamonds for me right now. So if this one empties, I do want to have a backup, because actually I only have like 1 diamond and the other ones are like the exquisite, and I have a pile of purified diamond, but that needs a sifting machine to actually be turned into gems, or the autoclave might do it too from the dust. Assembler, nope. Right, the implosion compressors can make industrial diamond. Oh, I didn't know it could do that. Yeah, but it's like at least a few tiers away. So, oh yeah, I also crafted a centrifuge. That's what I used for the vanadium the vanadium magnetite, since that actually gives you extra vanadium if you run it through that. So that one just has its own 2 turbines because it needs 2 amps. That's quite a power hungry machine. Speaking of which, time to add another very power hungry machine. The electric blast furnace. Yeah. And we start with the, oh, I don't need those. Oh yeah, I needed the lubricant for the energy heads, since it actually takes some. Well, the assembly is cheaper, saves you a circuit at least. Yeah. I need to figure out the storage system very soon, but actually ore processing downstairs was better, higher priority, and the whatchamacallit, I actually want to if I want to do it right now, I need to run pipes to every single drawer, since the drawer controller requires stainless steel, and that actually is made from the that requires an HV blast furnace, so I need to at least get into MV far enough to make MV energy hatches and oil processing. So yeah, I do know about the TPS problem if you have a lot of I/O, but I don't have a lot of I/O. So yeah, I probably will run it, but yeah. Oh, I took the other wall. I did decide I'm gonna move the kitchen, but there's a lot of stuff in here, so that's a bit of a nuisance. And I also would need to design the room first up there in the tower. So yeah. So we have energy heads in the bottom. The maintenance hatch is gonna go right there. Actually, let's just stick that on the right, and then have the hatch is for fluid, the bus, input bus, and the output bus. So let's just have that like there, and that one right there to have, so I can have that. And the input hatch goes here, and we have another casing. This is the one that I used the mica for. That's actually quite the interesting amount of processing steps. Like that also took a while. It's yeah, basically everything I wanna do takes a while. Oh, it said 11. That means it's probably 7. Does it mean I have 4 left? Does it need a muffler hatch on top? Yay! This is the fun part about the multiplugs. Yeah, so, and the only other thing I need is the output hatch, and annoying. So this should now form. Shut down due to incomplete structure. Shut down due to machine damage. Yeah, that's the fun part. So yeah, I should wrench it, and that should clear it. Yeah, I can't fix this right now. That's actually what I was looking at. That this almost needs to require a lithium battery. And I can make a canner. I worked on battery alloy with the from some process test. Oh yeah, I went mining for stibnite. Or did I just? I don't remember. Actually, probably most of my what is it? Not that one. The battery alloy requires, what's it called? Oh, ingot. The antimony. Yeah, antimony. I think I have a stack here, and I have. Well, I'm basically out. I'm pretty sure I processed most of it. But I did follow the advice from to use the primitive blast furnace for stibnite, because that is currently the most efficient one. So yeah, the maintenance, I need a crowbar, a hammer, I have the wrench. I probably will make this one sooner or later, so I can just click it. Something is stuck, screws are loose. Oh yeah, I also need a screwdriver, pretty sure. Yeah. And what was it? Every tool you have, something is stuck. Do I need to click it with the hammer? Something is stuck. Probably a soft mallet. Do I have a rubber one left? Right, I got some rubber bars as a quest reward. So that means I should just be able to do that. Yeah, but the toolbox is to have a single click is gonna be very nice. So click that, and then the only thing is the circuitry. Yeah, this one is currently on a normal pipe. It needs like 200 over, 208 to be exact, over the capacity of that pipe. So yeah. What would be a fun one to put in? I have a lot of steel dust. Can I just throw this in the blast furnace? Yes. And because I doubled up the energy hatches as advised, I should be able to run MV recipes. If I go left is input. Please? Please? I said please. You are Copernical. Huh. Batch mode does not. This is weird. Why are you not running? Input bus. Search tags, limits insertion. Circuit 1? How do I need a circuit number? Yes, circuit 1. There it goes. Shut down. Oh crap. Well, that was the first loss. Now this, did I not turn those right? Yoink, 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 yoink. It's the circuitry. Oh no, 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 no. It's the circuitry thing, isn't it? Do I take the hash? I will need a duct tape. I get a free duct tape here, right? Yeah. Well, that's that. A lot of coins too. So, yeah. Try again. You work? Yes, steel ingots. Oh, that's a 50-second recipe. Well, 50 seconds, what is that? Let me do a quick math. 60 ingots takes 6 hours, so that is 10 per hour separated by 60, so it takes 0. No, 10 separated by 6, that's 1.66. I need to math. It's 6 minutes per 6 minutes in the primitive platform. So yeah, this actually is 10 times faster to make steel. It just that keeping the power system for this is a challenge. Yeah, you still are keeping up. Right, and this should be enough of a buffer. Spaghetti-o! Actually running 4 extra turbines, what would that do with my steam production? Uh-oh. Are we losing? On the brink? We are... net loss? Well then. You are emptying your buffer is empty. Yeah. So I am net lossing. And if these switch to netherrack, we are... well, then we go from 30, you would take to like 180. Is that it? I have the sound a bit wrong because of this thing. This thing makes a whole bunch of noise. Yeah. So I am net lossing on Steam, but this one is running just fine. You basically should suck up all 6 buckets per second of this. Because you make the basic steam turbine consumes up to 1552, and you take your 120. So it might actually be fine, unless it's a really long time to empty the buffer. And we're already up to 3 steel, yeah. But actually steel is not the thing I want to run through there. I want to run aluminium through the alumite. No, not alumite. Do I have some in here? Alumina. Yes, that's the thing I want to run. Since that's actually the thing. Oh, I have so much crap in here. Yeah, this is actually annoying. I have 33 aluminum dust, but I could melt it down into this and then smelt the raw aluminum with... Does that need it? That's 65 seconds MP. Yeah, I could do that. The fun part is actually... here's some... that's very... I have a silly amount of materials that can turn into alumina, but not yet. For the blast furnace, I need to combine it with cryolite. Luckily, I did pick some of that up in when I went mining, but I don't remember if it processed or if it's still... Oh, here's some more. Oh, nice. It's still in ore form, yeah. So that means I will cut the video, because after running this, well, let's just look at the overview. After running this through the purifier, it gets you some alumina, and then I can best run it through the centrifuge, and the centrifuge for purified is 8 seconds. Yeah, it's either like 40 or 50 seconds per recipe, like this is 40. Or it's a surprise, oh, it takes only like less than 10 seconds or 15 seconds. The centrifuge is not very logical at that. Well, the only logic I find so far is the higher tier the material, and tier as in difficulty or safe or value, the longer it takes. Like processing silver and lead, and the gold also is also one of the longer recipes in here. Yeah, and I also set up I set up large tin pipes, these do 1 per second, because small tin pipes 1 every 4 seconds. Like that's good. That's good for one machine, but that's multiples. And I might as well keep running the steel dust through there if I have to wait for the other ones. So let me figure out. Let me actually process some cryolite and start and smelt some alumina into aluminum. Yeah. Is this actually? Is it the aluminium? Yeah, aluminum. That's the fun part about international things. My native tongue is actually very good at that. Change one letter and now it's Dutch or something else like that. It's actually very annoying, because they have a thing for technical terms too, like, and that makes spelling things really interesting. Oh, is it this way or is it this way in English? So yeah, let me process some of that aluminum and then we'll be back. And running the blast furnace for the first time. We are now smelting aluminium. So yeah, basically one of the next things I'm gonna do is make a canning machine to also make the battery. and figure out if I can make a lithium without the without an MV electrolyzer, since that's basically the only thing so far. I am not gonna hunt like at least 18 gas. It's a bit much. Oh yeah, that's the autoclave. So yeah, it's gonna be either for the what's this? This is other planets. What's this? I get lepotite from. Hey, wait a sec. Wait, was that recipe? Oh, there's also MV. Never mind. I can get a and there we have the first ingot. I don't even have to pick it up. Somehow it keeps track of who placed it. There we go. This is on void nothing mode, so if the output is full it should stop. So yeah, didn't I get the reward for? I saw a reward for. This turns into that. And this is this one of the ones that turns into alumina. Swallerite is the one I can get. Yeah, I already was processing some of that. Cinnabar. Yeah, this is something I want, because it does spawn in the rock salt vein. Wait, in the rocks? I haven't dug out a rock salt vein, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that does mean I can make desoldering iron. Dang it. But it would mean probably like a few hours of processing. The Leppy ore I haven't got any. So yeah, first aluminum with the achievement. That's very nice. So let me get back to processing stuff. Oh, and in case you're wondering why I'm running the netherrack through here, well, you can get this from the well, basically a macerating netherrack. It's a real long list of things you get it from. But if you centrifuge the well, first you centrifuge it once to get a netherrack dust and some. You also get what was it? Silver. That's annoying. Oh, dang it. Nope. Impure. So yeah, you get some silver, so that's save time on mining silver veins, and the netherrack dust gives you redstone, gold, coal, and also silver with a chance. So yeah, redstone and gold, that's actually very nice, since mining for redstone and then processing it all actually does take a whole while. Might be faster than processing those at like, was it 288 seconds? If memory serves, yeah, 288 seconds. But also, if I didn't, I'd either have to delete all the netherrack or add even more drawers. Or it's actually been a week since last clip. Oops. Yeah, work left me extremely drained, like programming 24 electric vehicle chargers, installing a 10,000 euro lighting system that simulates daylight. What else? What else did I do last week? Well, I have to clean up a mess, and in next week my vacation starts, so the boss wants me to empty out one part of the warehouse. So as you can see, I've added more coke ovens here. And the cactus coke now has its own stack next to the tank, and all of these are running wood for charcoal. I changed out the steam compressor with an electric one for the efficiency, and also it only takes like 2 EU a tick, so I can run multiples. So I have added a second one that takes the excess saplings and turns them into plant bulbs before melting them in the overflow boilers. Since plant files are useful for item filters to make carbon meshes in the blast furnace. Well, use them with biomass or fuel in the autoclave, then you run them through assembler, and then you run them through here. Do I have still on? Nope. And then you get the raw carbon mesh from the bioorganic mesh, yeah, multiple steps. I've also started rearranging displays, crafted a few more primitive blast furnaces, started a storing system. I don't know if this is the default, but you can, if you hold Shift and press V, you put them actually on the floor or on the wall. So these are the ones that turn into copper, and these are the ones that turn into iron in this one. I will probably eventually replace these with electric ones, but that's a while away. Also, to make the silicon bowls, I've set up a very simple thing that makes silicon. This one gets silicon dioxide plus magnesium, and this one electrolyzer turns the magnesia dust you get out with this back. So this is a loop. The oxygen, I have a pipe running over there, and I just move those tanks to the blast furnace when I need oxygen in there. So that's one half of this setup. I guess gets me raw silica dust, or silicon dust. If I throw the this is not something I have time with. If I throw the raw silicon in there, let me set down the volume a bit. We get these hydrogen cells, and was that it? And the trichlorosilane, and that gives you the silicon solar grade, and that you can throw in the blast furnace with a small gallium arsenate crystal. I have gotten plenty of arsenic. What was it again that gives you that? Do I still have some? Nope. I've gotten stacks and stacks. So, oh yeah, right, cobaltite. Running cobaltite through the blast furnace gives you well, roasted cobalt and the other thing. Yeah, the arsenic. Gallium is actually my issue. That's also where all my levels went. XP. So I made some tiny pile of gallium. I will have to find a different source for that gallium. Arsenic is so I can get plenty of from the violet forest with the cobaltite. But gallium is a bit harder to get. So what else did I do? Yeah, I've basically last week, yeah, like I said, work has been extremely busy. Basically took all my energy. All the things I did was some mining and processing stuff. And yesterday I started reorganizing projects, added some paths. This disk will be torn down completely. And I've also ran the Western Alloy Fruit Blast Furnace. That's also a really long blasttery. And I did craft a off-camera basic arc furnace to make annealed copper. Yes, then I made an electric wrench, and I have a soldering iron too. So yeah, only thing I need to make is the tool chest and the other basic tools, and then I have a way to do the maintenance on this. It's actually quite funny, this one has been running for like so many hours. So yeah, it's been a week since last clip. I did forget one thing, the trophy! So yeah, today is Sunday. I will try to get this clip edited and transcoded, but uploading will probably have to wait till tomorrow. So we finished this episode with the first M3 circuits and the sifting machine. And that should also cue these for the what was it? The basic automation, right? Where is that end game? Nope. Basic automation, handle logistics with pipes. Yeah, I want to get into this pretty soon. Yeah, basic automation. Yeah, project at beginning. It's processing all of these. It should detect. Knowledge. Yeah, I found them. I got these from the loot chest, so I don't even have to craft them because this well, it's actually pretty doable. I want this reward, so I do need to craft up all of these, but this does require an M3 machine. So yeah, you also use the blast furnace to make the vanadium steel. So that's what I used for the wrench, and the soldering tip for the higher durability. So those should last a rather long time. Yes, I'm currently also running. I've also set up a battery buffer with 8 batteries on there. I didn't actually math wrong, so this one is oversized. It should be found with 5 amps, but I'm running 8 on batteries on there actually. So let me just take out 3. This will never use more than 3 amps, or more than 4 or 5 amps. Basically 4 constantly, and if it has a buffer, it takes 5. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting my oxygen from the raw silicon thing. I can just stick sand up in this chest. That will run through the electrolyzer, turn it into the silicon dioxide, and then the rest is loops and byproducts. This one actually is mostly due to the oxygen. Oh, now it's empty. Last time it had like hundreds of in there. So yeah, I guess that's I'm gonna do one more thing on camera to finish the episode. I'm gonna say we're gonna craft the basic circuit assembler. This is gonna be make circuits way cheaper. So let's just stick that right here, point it downwards with item output. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and have a great day.